this video. Hello everyone and welcome to our 10th video on the channel. Oh my god, we actually have 10 videos on this channel and it is such an exciting event for me and I hope it's exciting for you too. As we finally get to see the first 10 videos roll out, our first 10 lessons, and any of you who've been watching since the beginning, I hope you've enjoyed the series so far, and I hope you will enjoy it in the future. And one more thing before we get on to our answers to our previous questions. And yes, this is going to be a regular lesson. Nothing too wonky, don't worry. Please make sure to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button for more awesome content just like this. So without further ado, let's get into our answers to our previous questions. For our first question, this is about how the graph should look. Now, I know it should probably look a little different, but it shouldn't look completely wonkers. Like, it shouldn't be something like this. It shouldn't be something like that. And, it should not be something like this either. So, something sensible. Of course, we have -1. So, it's going to just be a regular x squared graph, but we actually shift it down by a little bit. So, that's how it's going to work. Actually, sorry, it's x squared minus 2, my bad. And that's the first example. Not example, sorry, question. Our second question, this is how it should look. A really steep curve. This is where it's more sensible for something to look like this than for something to look like this. So that's kind of like practicality, like, okay, so if I'm doing that, then it must be that. If I'm doing that, then it must be that. And of course, our third and final question that I gave you in my last video, you should watch it. With this, the graph looks like this, where we add 1, so the entire graph gets shifted up by 1 unit, so plus 1 unit. And that's how it works, nothing completely wonkers, a regular x squared graph except shifted up a unit, everything shifted up a unit, constant length. Well, no, it's not right now because my drawing is not exactly good. It's not exactly professional. I am not an artist. I am, for now, your math teacher. And that's basically it for our examples. So without further ado, I guess let's get on to our lesson. This lesson is about converting 2 points into slope-intercept form. So let's say I have something like this. If I have 0, 0, and 1, 1, let's say, these 2 points, I want to convert both of them into an equation that satisfied the form y is equal to mx plus b, which if you've seen my last video, hint, hint, you should watch it. Or sorry, second to last video, you must know that this is slope-intercept form. And this form is very efficient for graphing functions. This is the main motto if we're just going to graph function or just for any functions in general. By the way, sorry for that noise. That was just a cuckoo clock. So that's basically it, slope-intercept form. And this is the form. So let's say I have 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2. So what we're going to have here is m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And of course, it's right here. This is the slope formula, as m is a slope or steepness of the graph or equation if we have these 2 points on the coordinate plane. I think it's going to be easier to clear up with an example. And one more thing, we're going to be converting it. We have 3 examples today. And let's get on to the first one. As always, I need to explain it to you. It's going to be 0, 2 and 10, 5 are 2 points. These 2 points, we want to make sure that they get into a slope-intercept form. And of course, what slope-intercept form is y is equal to mx plus b. Y is equal to mx plus b can only be derived if we find out m and b. And of course, we're just going to have the x there. So let's first of all, let's find out the slope. The slope is going to be y2 minus y1, so 5 minus 2, over x2 minus x1, 10 minus 0. So this is going to be 3 divided by 10. And that's going to be our slope. For b, let's say y is equal to 3 out of 10x plus b. Let's substitute this point in to find b. Y is equal to 3 by 10 times 0 is 0, and y is actually equal to 2. So 2 is equal to b. So our equation is going to be y is equal to 3 by 10x plus 2. Now, to verify it, to make sure to check our answer, to make sure that we didn't do anything wrong, we substitute the other point in. So 10 comma 5, we'd have 5 is equal to 3 over 10 times 10 is, of course, 3 plus 2. And I'm pretty sure this is true. So that's our first example. Our second example is also very similar. It's 0 comma 3 and 9 comma 4. The process for this is the exact same, except for the fact that the points are different. So let's find out m first. M is equal to, 4 minus 3 is the y1 minus y2 minus y1, sorry. And 9 minus 0 is x2 minus x1. So this is equal to m is equal to 1 divided by 9. 1 divided by 9 is m. So if we just substitute here, we get y is equal to 9 times x plus b. And of course, let's just substitute this first point because it's easier. X is equal to 0. So it'll be 3 is equal to b. So our equation is y is equal to 1/9 x plus 3. And I guess that's our answer, right? But of course, just for consistency, let's verify it. And for this one, this is also be an extra exercise for you. Try and verify it yourself. If you want to verify this, we got to substitute the other point in. So it's going to be y is equal to 1/9 x plus 3, and y is equal to 4 right now. So 4 is equal to 1/9 times 9 plus 3. Now 1/9 times 9 is 1. So 4 is equal to 1 plus 3. And as far as I'm concerned, that's very true. So I guess it's time for our third and final example for today, where we have 3 comma 2 and 5 comma 1. Let me rewrite that right over here. What we're going to do here is the exact same process, but I'm not going to verify it. As I said, that's going to be an exercise for you to do, and if you want to try, you can try leaving a proof in the comments. Of course, the numbers are going to look a little weird because you're not actually writing. It's going to be typed in the comments, but you get what I mean. Let's find out the slope. y is equal to, m, my bad. M is equal to y2 minus y1, 1 minus 2, divided by x2 minus x1, 5 minus 3. That's m is equal to -1 divided by 2. So that's our slope. And of course, we're going to get y is equal to -1 over 2x plus b. And of course, what we got to do now is find out b. Let's substitute 3 comma 2, because I think we can just do that. We could probably just get away with it, and we could figure out what b is. So if we have 3 comma 2, we have 2 is equal to -1 over 2 times 3 plus b. So 3 times 1 over 2 is -3 over 2. And 2 plus 3 over 2, look at the top left corner of your screen now, so you can see it. 2 plus 3 over 2 is equal to 7 over 2, and that's equal to b. So our final equation would be y is equal to -1 over 2x plus 7 over 2. And those are our 3 examples. That's it. I hope you understood the topic better now. And of course, none of the lessons is complete. Not even the 10th lesson, which is super special, by the way, is complete without me assigning you practice problems. Now, I know it sounds like I'm a teacher and like, oh, he assigning math problems. No. This is just to make you perfect, and honestly, it's also to help me. So if you guys have any questions in the comment about these problems, I can answer them. I can improve my channel so you all get a better viewing experience. Our three practice problems for today are 1, 5 and 2, 4. We have to convert these 2 points into slope-intercept form. And our second practice problem is 3, 5 and 4, 4. And our third example is 7, 1 and 6, 2. Those are 3 examples, and as always, make sure to convert them into slope-intercept form. Because this is what this entire lesson was about. We're not converting it into any other forms. We're just going to be converting it into slope-intercept form. So just make sure you're doing that when you're answering these problems. See you in the next one, and I'm really happy you're watching. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.